Hi all, in this video we are going to see about constructor and destructor. What is meant by constructor? Constructor is nothing but a special member function, okay, which is going to get invoked when object is being created. In our program, if there is a normal member function, we need to call that function, then only that function will process. But constructor is also like a member function, but it will get invoked automatically when object has been created. We doesn't need to call that constructor specifically or separately. For defining the constructor, we have special rules to follow. Okay, one is it should have same name as a class name. Constructor member function should have a same name as a class name. Second one, it will get invoked automatically when the object has been created. We don't need to specifically call that function. Third one, it doesn't return any value. So we don't want to give any return data type, that is void or int. We don't want to specifically give void or int for the constructor member function. Okay, so these are the important points for constructor. Next, what are the characteristics of constructor? As I told you, the constructor should have same name as a class name. Constructor should be in public section. Okay, it is very much important. The access specified inside the class should be a public. Okay, in that only we can define the constructor. Third one, constructor doesn't have any return type, so we don't want to specific any return type in the member function. Fourth one, it will automatically call when the object has been created. Fifth one, it can be overloaded. Constructor can be overloaded, but it cannot be virtual. Virtual function cannot be a constructor. Okay, so these are the characteristics of constructor. But syntax of constructor is nothing but, as I told you, constructor will have a class name and open and close parenthesis where we can pass the parameter like a normal member function. This constructor can be defined inside the class and also outside the class. If I need to specifically give the constructor outside the class, then I need to use class name and scope resolution operator followed by class name and list of parameter for the particular constructor. So this is the syntax for constructor. There are three types of constructor. One is default, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. This constructor is divided based on the parameter we are passing inside the constructor. If the constructor doesn't have any argument, then it is called default constructor. Default constructor is also called a zero argument constructor. If the constructor is having parameter, then that constructor is called parameterized constructor. It is like other functions. Okay. If I need to define the constructor body for parameter constructor, then we need to initialize the object. After that, it will automatically invoked. Constructor body will get invoked. Then what is copy constructor? Copy constructor is nothing but if we need to save the original copy before doing any modification, then we can go for copy constructor. Okay, the copy constructor, it is going to just have another copy of a data. Whatever data we are giving, we are going to have another copy. Using copy constructor, we can achieve that. The copy constructor is nothing but while giving the parameter, we are supposed to create one object for the class name and it should have the address of that, because copy constructor will pass the argument, okay, which will be an object, because another object's data only we are going to store in copy constructor. So that constructor parameter is nothing but an object. To accept that object, this copy constructor definition should have an object to accept the data. Okay, using this object we will be accessing the data. So this is all about copy constructor. Next we are going to see about destructor. As we know, constructor is invoked when the object has been created and memory allocation will be happening. Correct? Same way, destructor is nothing but it is also a special member function. okay, which doesn't have any return type, okay, but it is going to destroy the memory that object has been allocated. Once your object has been allocated, memory will be created. That memory will be deleted using this destructor. Okay, for constructor, we can have n number of objects. If I am having n number of objects for a class, that constructor can it will invoke that n number of times. Same way, destructor can be only once. In a program, only one destructor will be possible. Okay, then that destructor will delete all the memory that the object has been allocated. It can be n number of objects. So n number of time that function will get invoked automatically. Okay, we don't want to call that destructor function from anywhere else. It will get invoked automatically when the program execution has been completed. At the end of the program execution, this destructor will get invoked automatically. Okay, this destructor also should have same name as a class name. How we will differentiate constructor and destructor is constructor doesn't have any predefined or a prefixed operator, but destructor will be having tilde symbol prefixed to it. Okay, with that tilde symbol, the compiler will understand that there is a destructor present in our program, which should be invoked automatically after completing all the process in the program. Okay, as I told you, it should be a same name as a class name. Only one destructor can be possible, and it will destroy the object created by the constructor. The destructor doesn't have any argument. It will not have any argument. Okay, it will release the memory space. Object are destroyed in the reverse of object creation. Okay, the object which has been created at the last will be deleted at the first. This is how destructor will work. So this is the syntax of the destructor, where tilde symbol followed by class name and open and close parenthesis, where we will not have any argument. We should not pass any argument in the destructor. So this destructor function can also be within the class or outside the class. If it is going to be outside the class, I need to give scope resolution operator along with the class name. So this is the syntax for destructor. Hope you understood what is meant by constructor and destructor. Thank you.